All right, how we go over here? Okay, I do need to do something, and that's I'm going to show this. I want it to be a background. We want some images that pop up. Okay, um, my bad. My bad. It's Um, hey y'all, what's up? Hey, hello, hello, my beautiful people. How are y'all doing? I'm actually about to plug in the iPhone so that we can get started. So, how are y'all doing tonight, this evening? What are y'all up to? Welcome to tonight's show. So, all right, yo, let's get into this. How about this? All right. Hold on, I'm about to see if I'm live on my YouTube channel. Okay. All right, we're live. Sorry, my bad. Um, let's hop into it, y'all. Tonight we're talking about OC and Potomac. Yeah, 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 yeah. But this is what I want to do because there's a lot to talk about, and I just want to talk about OC right now. We're doing, the recap on part two and three. I just got finished watching it. Let's go over this whole recap because we there's a lot to say when it gets down to Potomac. We all know this, okay? In part two, they start talking about Jen and Ryan, and all the ladies act concerned. Hey, my babies. Hey, sissies. Um, and the thing about it, I support Jen and Ryan. I love them together. But Heather, you were throwing a little shade, talking about, you asked me about finances, and you can barely even pay your bills. Look here, her ex-husband was the one supposed to be, paying her alimony, child support. And by him being a lawyer, Emily even explains like when he doesn't pay child support, his bar, because he's a lawyer, can be taken away. And payments can be taken out of his check. Heather did have that whole mean girl capacity type of thing that she was doing Gossip Girl when it got down to Jen's dress costing $2,000, and everybody knows that Ryan actually does take care of Jen, and I freaking love it. I mean, come on. Um. So yeah, I'm so for y'all. I am summing up the reunion part two. Jen and Travis's relationship. They're still together. It's that I understand where Jen was coming from. She has to protect his children, let alone she's having to protect her children. And if you have someone who is unstable and making up allegations about you and your kids, let alone maybe even your ex-husband, it becomes to be hard and tricky. And for that, I get where Jen was saying, hey, for right now, we need to live apart because we do have to protect the kids and ourselves and also our relationship. And until Travis is actually divorce in hand, paperwork signed, there's really nothing much that they can do about it. Hey, Lady Vargo, love my sisters, love my sisters. But yeah, then we have then we have a stand that's trying to fall over. Okay, then Alexa arrives. Alexa, and we don't like you. Alexis, Alexis, if Bravo paid $1 million to stay at home, then you probably should just stay at home. Tara tried. Let me tell y'all this. And part two of this reunion, Tamara tried her best. And she told Alexis, do not come out there trying to be John Jansen's mouthpiece. Just don't. And Alexis is like, they don't, if they don't bring up John, then I won't talk about it. And the part that the word that Alexis used was defaming him. So if the lies doesn't stop and they won't stop defaming him, let's be honest, Alexis Polino, you and John have been doing nothing but defaming Shannon Bedore. Before they brought out Alexis, it was Katie and Heather. Um, Katie's daughter. Um, you are she going on? Because I don't watch The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills until tomorrow when it's on Peacock. You only got 10 minutes, sis. You know how to multitask? Because I do. I had to do it today. Because what the Q have to do? Catch up. That's right. But I'll go slow. I will go slow for you, sis, just so that I don't hop into Potomac because y'all, my sister Lady Vargo, she loves Potomac. I love it too. So I'm not going to go too fast. Okay, I'm gonna slow it down. We on this roller coaster, and right after I'm done with the reunion part two, then we're going to get on the last part. I'm gonna tell y'all this. For a minute, I thought that Andy was going to do a 4-part reunion. Andy Cohen, if you would have done a 4-part reunion, I would be mad at you right now. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Okay, I'll be mad with you right now. But Katie's daughter basically said that the twins told her that they don't like Heather, and all right, y'all. All of a sudden, Emily and Shane's nanny is saying, "Oh yeah, that's what the kids have been saying. It's like they don't like Heather because of the way how they treat their mom." Look here, nanny. Yeah, I forgot to put my banner up. There we go. I was, y'all, y'all, for the ones who are coming in, over here we have nothing but fun. We be laughing. I love my sister over here. She okay. Okay, so I told you I'm gonna take it slow for you, okay? But we're not gonna hop into Potomac right now because there's a lot that I gotta say about last week and then this week's Potomac. There's a lot to cover. Um. Anyway, um, supposedly, Katie's daughter went on TikTok and did basically mouthing the words um of basically, the YouTube, do not take this video down. I beg you, please. This is the quote that Heather said. I didn't say this, okay? Heather also asked Katie, did I run over your dog? No, did I run over your cat? My bad. While Kylie makes fun of the women, Heather uh, said that Kylie was doing a mouthing thing on TikTok, saying that the women were fake ass bitches and they suck dick over a voiceover on TikTok. Katie's like, I don't know where she got that from. I really don't talk to my kids about adult things. When we saw that right there to actually be false. A couple episodes ago, her son asked, are you back to talking about that mean lady Heather while they were at dinner? And it seems like, Katie, you actually do slip up and talk to your kids about other adults. We gonna get into that. Wait, sis. Um, all I'm gonna say is yes, your daughter Kylie is 20. When they're grown, they're grown. I'm gonna be honest with you like this. When your adult children are grown, they're grown. But as a parent, even my mom knows how to pull me back, and I'm 30. There is a tone. I mean, let me tell you this. When I was growing up, the word respect is something that you had to have. And apologize when you show disrespect. Regardless, you're her mother. Your husband allowed her to take on his last name. That speaks volume. You should still be able to tell your 20-year-old adult child, take that stuff down, or else. There's always an or else I'll take away your trust fund, or else I'll take away whatever, or else I'll shut off your phone. And your adult son, y'all have leverage on these adult children. You're gonna do it again. Sis. All I'm saying is pull back. Have your daughter pull back, self reflect, and understand that her children are going to eventually see this. And stop calling these twins a liar. S- if you don't want stuff like this to come out, then don't talk about it with your kids. We all still love you, Katie. I feel like I feel like what Aaron said yesterday, because you said this yesterday too in the comments. You said it's kind of weird about Katie. She should have came and made friends other than trying to go after people. I feel like she came on the show to go after people when Sutton already told you don't go after Heather. Do not, but you did it anyway. And let's be honest, Katie, you having a mother daughter moment. giggling with your daughter, basically, and laughing and saying that Heather's a mean girl and X, Y, and Z. That's not right. Even when Crystal Meekoff came to Beverly Hills, which is total different show. I'm just using Beverly Hills as an example. She came humble. She didn't come hot and ready. She came humble. Okay. Um, Alexis Bellino comes on stage and basically, Andy asks, so Alexis, um, when you're with John, it was religion and God and how things were supposed to be. How do you view that now? She's like, I still believe in my religion. My kids are part of the LGBTQ community. Me and Heather bonded over that. Me and John are spiritually, basically, let me not add words into your mouth, Alexis. Basically saying that her and John bond over the same spiritual values. Okay? That's understandable. Who doesn't want someone who is evenly yoked with you? But y'all know where this goes. Shannon and John's lawsuit. These are quotes. Love you, sis. Y'all, my sisters are in here. Go subscribe to my sister Smiling with Aaron D. I got her link up there at the top of the comments in the chat. Also go check out the reality T with Kristen Marie. She's up there too. A bunch of other YouTubers. I'm gonna name them after I'm done with the show. So yeah, Alexis. Alexis basically says that Shannon has a strange situation when it comes down to the truth. Um, and Shannon did something that I'm happy because we always did see Alexis Belina do it. There's the door, Shannon Bador. And Shannon's like, constantly kept rehearsing this when there wasn't a door. And I did want to correct something because Alexis, you actually did lie. And I'm calling you out on your mess when you said that Jim Bellino was going to sue Shannon and Tamara regardless. That's not true. Jim said he was not going to sue Shannon Bador or Tamara, but you were the one who kept suing it. You lied about that. And I'm gonna tell you something. Go check out Jim Bellino's Instagram. He said in interviews this man did not want to sue when it got down to the whole jump part situation. I'm calling you out on that because you've been lying. But when it got down to the case, Shannon Bodor still won. Um, she did not defame Jim, and Shannon did remind Alexa something is that she is a friend, and she also said, "So Alexis, you're also a TV star." And Alexa said, uh, I've been on TV for 15 years. Doing what, Alexis? Doing what? Cook shows? Okay. Yeah, I'm over here going to my notes because I didn't label myself the way how I did with Potomac. So, okay. Like I might be like, Q, you should have labeled it. No, I already know where we're in the last episode when it gets down to um, the season finale. I have a question for both Lady Vargo and my sis Smiling with Aaron D. Would y'all have been mad if there was a fourth reunion? Cause I would have been. I mean, really, y'all would y'all have been mad? I'm asking everybody that watches. Would y'all have been mad if there was a fourth uh reunion episode? Because for a minute I thought Andy was going to pull a fourth on us, and I was going to be mad. And y'all, the reason why I was going to be mad is because then you're giving Alexis more airtime. Lady, where you said, "Hey sis, have you ever watched or got into 1,000 Pound Sisters uh best friends franchise?" I watched it and then I stopped. I can't, but I have watched I Love a Mama's Boy, and I'm not gonna lie. If you haven't watched it, last episode, last episode, I meant exactly what I said. Jen's mother-in-law. I know y'all were going off the topic real quick. Jen's mother-in-law should have kept her damn hands to herself and off Jen, and quit telling Jen that Jen and her son that it's not the right time for them to have a baby so that she can be able to move in there with them. You don't determine that factor, Mel. Your son is a grown man. But the way how the season ended altogether, I like that. I like that other boy, the other guy who was like, Mom, it's just time for us just to break apart, and I need to go do me, but I'm still gonna be around. I need to go live my life. Yeah, he's my favorite. Okay, because you can still be a mama's boy and still go live your life. Sorry, y'all. Back on topic. We're in part three of this reunion, and all honesty, everybody said that they couldn't do what Shannon Bedore did, and that's to go through this lawsuit and still film. Um, Shannon Bedore asked Heather to check Alexa's IMDb. Let's and Heather said, "Let's not play with that." Alexis, let's see, no. Shannon keeps talking about JJ's bad back, knees, and new teeth. Which let me remind y'all, Shannon Bedore paid for his teeth. She paid. The reason why he got a big smile and shiny teeth is because she paid the money. You're welcome, Alexis Bellina. When John Jansen got on Gina last season, Alexis said that JJ said that he was hangry. So he's a baby. He hangry. He hangry. So baby needs a bottle. Baby don't know how to control himself because he hangry. JJ, you're JJ. John Jansen, you're a grown ass man. You know how to control yourself. Shannon said that if they went to court, the numbers would show. And Alexis, you're like, yeah, it'll show that John wanted to spend in over like 300 and some odd grand on you. And she's like, okay, yeah, it'll show. And Andy asked, hey, so why is he not going after that? Because he only wants the loan back. Which y'all, Shannon only had to pay 60 grand. Only 60 grand because Shannon told Alexis, you know what? You aren't getting the money now. That's 75 grand. That's 75 grand total. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. The girl needs to stretch her back. Alright. 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 And then Emily said, aren't loans paid back in payments? Yes, Emily, thank you. Loans are paid back in payments. And they keep talking about these shoes, y'all. These name brand shoes that Shannon paid 800 grand for. $800. And Alexis is like, well, I buy him shoes that are 800, 900 dollars, you know? What does it really matter? It matters because John wasn't probably wearing name brand before he got with Shannon. Let's get that straight, okay? Emily also jumped in and was like, Alexis, everything you say is a lie. And Alexis is saying the same thing about Shannon. Like, Shannon, everything you say is a lie. Look here. The only one who's been telling the truth so far, by far, has been Shannon. Don't play with us, Alexis, because I'm gonna let you know this, Alexis Bellino. You only came back on the show as a friend, and I got some tea. And I know we all know this, so I'm just gonna go right ahead and say it. Heather Bador said that she will not film with you if you come back next season. She will not be back next season if they decide to bring your butt back. Then y'all remember when they were sitting at the table and they were talking about, each other's sex life. All right, it's okay. So go right ahead and cook. I'm not hitting Potomac until I got the affirmative story that you are somewhere near and it's listen, because you and I are about to start cracking up in a minute. Um, but yeah, Alexis, it's in Shannon Medor's contract. Okay, it's in her contract. Which you're being like, well, you really didn't have to come back this season if you really didn't want to have any encounters with me. Well, guess what? She won't be back next season if they bring you back. You dummy. Alexis Molino makes me mad, y'all. John Jansen says that he was single for a year and says the relationship with Alexis makes him happy and it's organic. Ugh. Or I'm not saying to organic. I'm saying just to John Jansen and Alexis Bellino. I'm gonna remind y'all this. Got you, sis. To remind y'all something that Shannon and that John Jansen and Shannon Bedore were together for 5 years. I'm pointing that out right now. Um, as everything's going back and forth, Alexis calls Gina and Emily Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Then says Andy, all three of them, if all three of them are going to gain up on me, then she wasn't going to talk, which I would have been fine if you would have just shut up. Because everything that you're saying, Alexis, is not true. It's not true. John Jansen was texting Shannon Bedore. John Jansen was saying that I love you to Shannon Bedore. John Jansen was going places with Shannon Bedore, including Family Feud. John Jansen picked her up from the police department and took care of her for 5 days before the whole accident, after the accident and stuff happened. Like, come on. Got you. Got you. Got you. Got you. Got you. Got you. Um, and I love how Emily came back and said, you know what? Don't call me dumb. And for Alexis to say that Shannon and John Jansen were friends with benefits and then says Shannon needs to move on. Look here, Shannon's been moved on. You keep bringing it up. And like Emily said, that if John would have signed that non-disparaging form, Shannon couldn't talk about it. It would have been swept underneath the rug. John to this day has not. I don't think he signed the paperwork. I think Shannon's like, you know what? I'm over this. Here's your money, and then yeah. My question, is they showed the video, and John's like, you know, I really don't want this video to come out, and it's not going to come out. But if Shannon would like, I could show her the video. And Alexis was like, well, put me in the room. My thing is, why do you have to be in the room? There, look here. If he was going to show her the video, it would be her lawyer, his lawyer. There is nothing else going on. And then Shannon says, I have a copy of the video. Are you delusional? Is there something that happened? Like you and John Jansen are crazy people, but I do have something, and I did read it all yesterday. Hold on. If you haven't yet read this, I told y'all that I would read it today again, live. Alexis Bellino made a post and it says, I just want to let everyone know that what you're seeing in my character is not real. It's not the truth. There has been so much left out intentionally to paint me in a bad light. It's okay. I'll take one for the team to get ratings for this business. Hold on, y'all. Okay, but I will live in truth and I will bring the truth, whether I have to do it here on my Instagram page or if this career chooses, or if this career I choose decides to bring the truth out. Either way, I will come out and you will also see the truth. You all see the truth. Alexis, there we go. But what you're seeing on your TV right now, um, it's not me. I love you all, and I do not hate you, but but I do not hate you for hating me because I would hate me too if I were you. But just hang tight. I'll speak the truth after every episode of what has been left out intentionally to paint me as someone I don't even know. It will actually intrigue you all. Live recaps of the truth starting from episode one coming ASAP on my IG. And by the way, thank you to the Glam Squad for this picks. Lexus reading this her made me lose track of my place. But we found it. I need your PR to take away your phone, Alexis Bellina. Because if Shannon Bedore is causing you all of this pain and agony, then you can just go bye bye. Bye 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 bye. I mean, I'm just being honest with you. Alexis Bellina, you got my head hurting. Well, you don't have my head hurting as worse as Ashley Darby. Okay? Lady Vargo, sis. Smile and wearing, are y'all still in the chat? Because I tell y'all, we have a lot to cover when it gets down to this. Because I got last week's and then this week's. Uh, and all I'm gonna say is TJ, Stacy's man, you and I, we I'm gonna have to calm your butt. Okay, last week, not actually. I would say Trashy, but I'm going to be nice today. I'm just going to say Ashley, but yeah, we'll recap last week's, and then as I start talking, you're going to know where we're at. Okay, starts off with Stacy and TJ's paint date at her apartment, which just think about it, me and DJ have never had a paint date. And all right, so for once you want to know what a paint date is, normally you have wine and you're painting, a picture or each other. I think they call it like a sip and paint or something like that. But yeah, she's painting a picture of him and he's painting a picture of her, and then after they're done painting, TJ asks Stacy about her divorce and mediation. Stacey says mediation um is done. No, Stacey said once mediation is done, she can legally file for divorce. And then it got down to Stacey telling TJ all the girls think that you're running a game on me because we don't have sexual intimacy. Because y'all know TJ is a devoted, defined Christian. Okay, you said, oh my yes, wine, cheese, and some type of charcuterie board, something. Okay. Um, the girls are thinking that TJ might be getting in with somebody else, allegedly, but TJ's like they can make fun of me all they want. They're not making fun of me. They're making fun of God. Got you. Yeah, I had to stop because I heard Toby this morning, and it sounded like he was at the door, and he know he can't come back here in the bedroom. Not when I'm doing all live. Um, all I want to say this is TJ. Um, these women know not to mess with God, so they're not making fun of God. They're making fun of you, homeboy. Okay, so she said because TJ don't want you, Stacy. He allegedly wants your husband, girl. What? What am I? Y'all all as she said allegedly. We don't know for sure. Okay. Um Ashley throws Giselle a birthday party with Karen. Um Giselle's ex-husband, Jamal Bryan, is engaged. And Giselle didn't know. And the girls didn't know. The girl so for a way how that Jamal presented it to the girls is that this person, this woman, part of the church. Okay, I'm on the part to where Ashley throws Giselle a birthday party when he gets down to Karen. It's Giselle, Ashley, and Karen, and she's doing it in her backyard. That's the part that I'm on. Uh, uh, we're going to get caught up on this season in a little bit. I'm doing last week's season. And basically, everybody, they asked Karen about the whole lawsuit, and she's like, I really can't talk about it right now. And in the little, mid little sections, Karen says, I pray about it, talk to Jesus, and I pay my lawyer uh, to try to get me through this. Okay. Giselle's like, Karen, basically is saying, Karen deflecting because now Karen's asking, Giselle, how do you feel about, your ex-husband being engaged? And she's like, well, I mean, it's his life. I have no feelings, The way how Jamal Bryant, I'm messing with y'all for a minute. All right. The way how Jamal Bryant presented it to his girls is like, this lady is his friend, but now you're engaged to her. Jamal, if you're trying to like ever introduce someone to your girls ever again, just be honest with them because they are 18 years old. They can handle it. And Giselle goes on and says, I always told him since you're a pastor, oh, oh, so I was making a joke about TJQ, but it's all good, sis. Y'all know I'll be playing over here. For ones who don't know, that's the reason why my banner's up. If you don't see the banner up, I will catch myself before I ever go on. But yeah, realize that over here, y'all, we're serious, but the comments we also do play. That's why y'all saw me laughing about it too. Like I wasn't taking it serious. Wasn't taking it serious, you know. And sis was joking about it, so everybody chill. What was I? I was saying that just be honest. Karen also said that she wishes that Giselle would find herself. a man, a husband, someone who's husband material. And Giselle's like, I just want, someone that I can get with for a little bit, and then they just go home. And I feel like that eventually Giselle will get tired of the boyfriend hit it and quit it type of stage because you grow as a human being, and everybody has that phase. I think, in life. Um, this is something that me and my sister Lady Vargo we were cutting up over this yesterday. Wendy and her family went out to eat to celebrate the kids' graduation and stuff like that, good grades, and to plan, her party, which Wendy's party is going to cost about 50 to 60 grand. Um, hold on, but her mom is asking about her allowance because, as I said this yesterday, I'm repeating myself again. And the Nigerian culture, hey, you got to give the mama the allowance. Give my money, hey, give my money, hey. um, but her mom was pointing out that the allowance was 4 days late, 4 days late, late. And they also, she also says that her husband's family, they are invited. They didn't approve of the relationship or the marriage because they didn't even come to the wedding. Um, but she did say, Eddie's family is invited. Her mom's like, I really don't trust his family, and there's one problem. That okay, so I actually knew about this in the Nigerian culture, and it's just because um in my earlier 20s I did date a Nigerian guy. And he strictly let me know, in my culture, the parents they do get allowances. Um, whether it's your mom or his mom. So if I did pursue that relationship, he's like, your mom would also be getting an allowance, um, as well as his parents would be getting an allowance. I opted out on that just because me and the Nigerian dude really didn't connect. So yeah, but that is part of their whole culture, stability thing. But yeah, um, his parents did, how can I put this? His parents said that they would try, but his siblings only trusted his parents with the kids because his family has never been his family Eddie's family has never met their children. And her mom's like, well, this is America. They can get a nanny, and she's like, I really don't trust them anyway. And they say, yeah, we know, mom. It's kind of like one of those type of things. And Wendy made it very clear that to her children, it's written that if you want your trust fund, you have to at least get a bachelor degree if you want that money. And her mom's like, "What are you doing giving them ultimatums? It's you're going to get your bachelor degree or you're going to be paying me, your grandmother, my allowance." All right, sorry if that actor was too loud for y'all. And I just thought that actor was funny. And she did a prayer over the whole thing, including adding her allowance. I just, mind blowing. I just thought it was funny. I really, really did. Um, yeah, yeah. It's all right. We need to move on to Ashley because Ashley tells her mom that she could be divorced by June, and Ashley asks her own mom about her relationship with the guy who she's with, and is he helping her any? And her mom's like, yes. Her mom, y'all, is sick. Um, and all prayers to Ashley's mom. Because Ashley said, Michael said, if you don't cut your mom off, then I'm leaving. I'm happy that Ashley chose her family over Michael. Because no offense, Ashley, Michael would have kept drowning you the way how he was doing before and dragging you down. And look at how your youth is, and you're only 36 years old. So yeah, her mom gets a little bit of wine. They start to talking, and her mom's like, "Yeah, I'm still working, to be able to provide." And Ashley's like, eventually I'm gonna have to take care of just not myself and my kids, but my mom too. And I just thought that director was really sweet, and that she's helping her mom get on this healthy journey that she's supposed to be on. All right, y'all. Then we get down to the whole White House party, okay, party. Y'all, because Jasmine's man Darius is a three-time Super Bowl champion. All right, would you say, Lady Virgo? I used to really like Ashley until this whole divorce situation. I know it feels like that it's a dragged out situation. Um, because I'm not sure and I haven't yet looked it up, but I will next week. I think that she's supposed to be getting some type of spousal support, maybe child support. I'm not sure. I gotta look that up. So basically, everybody's there. You have Jasmine, you have Mia, you have Ink, you got Stacy, you got Karen, you got Jacqueline, you got Kay. Yeah, I'm just gonna say Kay because I can't pronounce her name completely. I think it's Kiana or Kiera, Key something. So I'm just gonna say Kay, not trying to be disrespectful. Um, they're all there, and introducing everybody to everybody. You even have Eddie and Woody's husband. They meet with Stacy and TJ. And Eddie's like this. Sometimes a man just wants to be friends first before you ever decide to do the deed. And TJ's like, yeah, what's friendship after you have sex? You're just doing it, and that's something that I do understand. You need to have something. You need to have something else done outside of having sexual intercourse. Like the relationship just can't last on getting busy and doing it and doing it and doing it again. Um, there needs to be friendship, and stuff like that. So yeah, Mia does confront Karen about the whole opioid allegation. Mia did say that she did, she was hooked on opioids, um, and she didn't go to rehab. She actually was hospitalized for it, and then that's when, she found a more natural way to control everything else. Um, I think she got addicted to this after she had her son Jeremiah. Um, Everybody was on their best behavior. Karen said, hey, as long as you don't be trying to bring no messy situation over here, I won't be trying to, drag you down even lower. You hit, low, I hit even lower. And that's understandable. You have to realize that Karen is older than all of these women. She is legitimately older. I think Karen is 60. Um, Actually, let me look that up real quick. Sorry, I was looking at something. I'm looking up Karen's age right now. Karen is 61 years old, y'all. And Mia, Mia is 40. So respect your elders, please. Uh, all right, after that, the scene leads over there to Mia and Ink's apartment. Actually see Juju and Jeremiah. They're happy about getting popsicles and all that other cool little knickknacks that kids love to eat. Mia's kids are all of their kids are handsome, beautiful, adorable kids. So yeah, Gordon comes over and Gordon tells the kids to go into the room, and they just kind of start talking. This is where things get heated, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of feel a little hot, and yeah, I did check my temperature today. I'm doing better. But yeah, I'm kind of getting a little heated because Gordon dished out a lot of information. So once Gordon comes over, he's looking out the window. He's asking everybody, how you doing. Gordon says he's not going to film with ink. Gordon said he's going to be cordial and will not be discussing the divorce while ink is in the room. Gordon says, uh, Gordon says he's not here to support the relationship. Gordon said, F it, he's not okay with it. Gordon said, fuck this. I'm not okay with the relationship. Uh-uh. I'm gonna go to Karen in a little bit, but I want to get finished with G. Okay, y'all. Gordon exposed Mia by saying that she had an abortion with Ink's baby after they had an affair, and that Ink slept with Mia right after they got married. Gordon asked. Uh, Ink, do you think Jeremiah is your son? And Ink said, yeah. Like, like really, Ink, be happy that Gordon is over there and he didn't get his hands on you. Those are fighting words, man. And hold on, y'all. Ink didn't even know that Mia was pregnant by him, and he didn't even know that she even had an abortion. Let alone know that let alone know that she was married. Gordon asked Ink, "Did you sleep with her one time or two times?" Ink didn't even answer. Mia said, "Gordon, you know what you put me through." Then Gordon just walks away. Gordon walks away. He ain't putting up with this mess. Gordon, you didn't have to expose her like that. You didn't have to do that. You could have been nice and cool. We understand that that you're going through some mental health right now and it ain't nothing to joke around with. But you didn't have to dig that hard. The world didn't need to know Mia's deepest, darkest secret. That's just something that I don't think any parent would want to come out the closet. All right, and you can tell that Mia was hurt, y'all, when Gordon exposed everything, and it hurt her. Yeah. Flipping back, Karen sis has a sit down with her cousin David. Um, they sit down, they have lunch. Karen talks about losing her parents and pain, grief, and loss. On top of that, she added dealing with race, tax, uh, invasion, and them having to sell their other home to free up some money. It was a lot on her, and you can tell when a person has a lot going on. And I want to say when she had to sell the other house, y'all, the girls were coming out her like, "Oh, so you ain't got no money?" Yeah, but she just didn't have that, but she also want to buy another home that was supposed to be for. It was in Virginia, I believe, that her and her parents were supposed to go live in, and she was going to go take care of them, but it didn't happen, and it still does hurt her. It hurts her more than anything else. So he starts crying, she starts crying, and it's just a lot. She's like, "Don't start crying," and her cousin just couldn't help it. It was a lot, and I think last week's season did justice. I don't think that Gordon should have exposed that. Um, but I get that he was mad, he was angry, he was frustrated, and even Gordon said that he wasn't there to promote their relationship. That there was going to be a negative. Okay, now we're caught up to this week. Lady Marco, Aaron, are y'all still here? Are my sisters still in the building? We're caught up to this week's. We are talking about this whole Gordon should have never really exposed the whole thing about Mia having an abortion with Ink's baby. He should have never went in that hard. I get that G is hurt about the whole entire situation, but that was not something that he needed to expose on TV. And I look at it like this, Ink, if you think that Jeremiah's your son, take it to court. You be the man and you go get the DNA test done. But until the court system says is or there's proof that you're Jeremiah's dad, then as far as we're all concerned, Gordon is Jeremiah's dad. Gordon is Juju's dad. Even though you're not going after Juju, you're only going after Jeremiah. Um, don't cause that. If you're not willing to actually take it to court, then it shouldn't be brought up on TV. Now let's get into this whole G and A. Yep. So said, okay, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, not her business like that on national TV. 100% agree. Hmm. Like y'all should have had mediation. I don't know, Gordon, with everything that you're going through, someone needs to come in and not put a muzzle on you, not say that you can't say X, Y, and Z, but hitting that far below the belt is a no no. Y'all, give me a minute. Hey everyone, hey Dustin. Um, as I was saying, this whole GNA, health and wellness, fusion, fitness, uh, event. Okay, can I say this? When Ashley started singing, she gave my head a headache. She literally gave me a headache. Hold on, y'all. Sis, you said, but I'm glad that Gordon is exposing her for however trash she is. Q, because it's not fair how Mia keeps going after Gordon's mental illness situation either. I agree with you on that one. I agree with you. Can can I say that Ashley's voice sound like nails on a chalkboard? Okay, it is. Stacy said that Ashley singing is singing is just like her dancing. And where's the auto tune? Everybody want to do the whole thing. Ashley used to sing when she was pregnant. Ashley, I don't know what happened to Ashley's voice. I'm pretty sure they used autotune. You are not Kansas Dillard. You are not. What I heard was chalkboard screeches through my ears. My ears almost bled. You cannot sing. Ashley Darby, you cannot sing. Okay? Stop trying to be Candace. Stop trying to be Candy. Look here, continue on to be TikTok famous. Keep dance your way to fame, sweetheart. I don't know, dance your way. Do something. I you know do something. I don't know what to tell you what to do. Go do something. Just don't go do that. Mia has a crying little session saying that Ain't said he will remove himself after Gordon exposed her, because Ain't feels like that he's a trigger to Gordon's mental health. Everybody's like, "Oh, we're so sorry, Mia. We're sorry, 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 sorry." Everybody's like, "Mia, like, we're here for you, girl. We're here. You guys support." I'm gonna let you go right ahead and just have it, sis. My sister Lady Virgo said, "I'm sorry, Mia is trash for letting this be a storyline, a paternity situation versus someone's mental illness situation." I agree. Y'all give me a minute. I need to go grab some cough syrup. Okay, y'all, I'm back. Sorry, 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 sorry. I need to take some NyQuil to compress this cough. But yeah. Then it gets down to the whole court hearing. So Karen is praying and make Karen is praying and also making Ray coffee. Troy, Karen's lawyer, arrives at their house, and Karen can't wait for the case to be over so she can actually talk about the situation. Um, the girls do get together. The only person who did not show up to the whole get together thing was Ashley. Okay, Ashley, girl, let me tell you this. For you to be like, "Oh yeah, I support Karen. I'm here for Karen," but you did not show up to the whole lunching. Today my temperature is pretty low. It's just I the what the weather changes us. Let's see, how is your temperature from last night? Are you okay? Are you okay or a little? I'm feeling a little better, but I just think it's because of the weather. And with the weather change, I'm starting to get sick. And normally we're in the season and the timing to where I actually do get sick and I do get congested. And y'all, when I start getting sick, y'all will know because eventually, uh, if I can't breathe or I'm having a trouble trying to talk to y'all, I will either tell y'all to give me a minute so I can be able to finish something or whatnot. Today, I'm not having a hard time. It's just I have a lot of congestedness. Like my throat and my chest is very congested. I did take a COVID test and it came back out negative. I will normally what happens with I just need to get on my inhaler and right now I'm just not on it. I have everything for my nebulizer on. It's just we're not the way how I feel right now, I'm not to where okay, like I need it right now. My temperature is low, y'all. So it's just a change of weather. From yesterday, today, hot, cold, and it gets colder. Earlier this morning it was like 40 degrees outside. And I know this because I had to let the maintenance man in to change the garbage disposal here in the apartment. All right, back to what I said. Actually, you're not really a good friend because you didn't show up to that whole luncheon situation. Wait, I didn't know you you had asthma. I have asthma, y'all. I suffer with asthma and seizures. But I take medicine for my seizures and for asthma. Um, I forgot what my other lung doctor called my asthma. Because there was a certain name for it. It's called no, it's called acute asthma. There we go. But yeah. Let's get back onto this, y'all. Actually, you're not a good friend. You're 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 not a good friend. You didn't show up to the whole luncheon. I don't want to hear that you support Karen. Because if you supported Karen, you would have been at the luncheon. Let me tell you all who was there. So you have Kiana or I will I will trust me I will. All right, I'm just going to be respectful and just call you Kay. So Kay, Mia, Stacy, Giselle, Wendy, and Jazzy. They're there. They are there. They are there. They are there. Um, Karen's court case was postponed, and she'll go back to court in September. Karen said that the legal system is tricky sometimes. Thank you, Dustin. And I actually do have the exact date. It was September 23rd. The girls started talking. They said, "Well, Karen's starting to get skinny." And Giselle said, "Yeah, I talked to Karen about that." And Karen said that she wasn't sleeping. She's barely even eating or drinking. She's staying up wide awake. It's just a lot. Wendy said her husband said that what charges Karen has on her, she could face up to some time in jail or even house arrest. Stacy said that Karen doesn't drink anymore, and Mia made a joke and said if Karen doesn't drink anymore, then she's absent from having sex. And oh yeah, and Iris said Nancy wasn't there. These girls were cutting up and joking, and Wendy was like, "Oh lordy," Candy. Wendy's like, "Oh lordy." Like really, because now you start to see Stacy and Mia, they dabbing up, high fiving, and I'm not gonna lie, I could not stop laughing. Okay, so Karen, if you're not drinking anymore, then I'm gonna be abstinent for right now. From fact, I mean, come on. I mean, it was funny. It was really, really funny, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. Then Ashley has, a small little get together with her family, a small little party with her family, and Ashley talks about mediation. And Michael wanted someone he could control. I'm all right. So I will say this: her family was that Michael wanted someone that he could control, and he wanted Ashley to stay the same young Ashley who really didn't grow. And Ashley has grown as a woman and as a parent, and Michael didn't want that. Michael wanted someone that he could be in control of, tell what to do, when to do it, um, and continue on to live his life that way. So she said Karen is a straight up deflector. I am so tired of Grand Dom D Grand Dom DUI. Okay, I can't laugh at the DUI part, but the Grand Dom DUI is just funny. Um, yeah. Do I know what's going on with Karen's case? I don't. But we're live, so we can look into um Karen's case. Case. Yeah, an actor is a DUI. UI case. Okay, so far what they're giving us is that and I said this right here in a couple episodes ago, that Karen's DUI case with them trying to request a dismissal was denied. Um, I know this is her second one and it's public records. He said, Q, this is her second one. What are you afraid of? It's on public records. I know. I'm looking for something more solid so I can be able to actually read it. Y'all have to realize I'm looking on an Apple phone. Do you let me type in public records. Okay, people have something on it. Hold on. So we're gonna go ahead and we're just going to read this. Yeah, I'm getting this information off of people.com. So it says Karen Huger has asked a judge to dismiss her DUI case, but prosecutors are opposed the motion, which has yet to be ruled on by the judge. According to a motion obtained by the Real Housewives of Potomac. The 61-year-old, the 61-year-old filed a motion on July the 11th to suppress statements and evidence. Oh, yeah, I got some. All right. For the evidence from her DOI arrest, argue. Let's see, arguing that she incriminated herself during a custodial interrogation without having been read her Miranda rights. Huger alleged that the evidence seized in this case was obtained as a result of an illegal search and seizure. The defendant was told she was not free to leave according to the motion. She was not read her Miranda warning, indicated that the information she would provide them would be used in the filing of criminal charges against her. On July 25th, a Maryland state attorney submitted a response opposing the request, stating that based on the past Supreme Court cases, Huger roadside investigation did not require her to be read her Miranda right. The defendant stated statements were not obtained as a result of a custodial interrogation because of her statements were made while emergency medical services EMS personnel were treating the defendant for potential injuries. The government's filing reads, the defendant's statement made during this time were free and voluntarily and were stated out loud while in process of police officers. Accidentally statements made after the defendant was examined by EMS personnel were not obtained as a result of custodial interrogation because the defendant's request statements were made while the defendant was temporarily detained. Uh, see, pursued to a traffic stop. It added the defendant's statement should not be suppressed and the defendant's motion to suppress should be denied. In its opposition, the government provided a description of the scene of the crash when officers arrived. The following allegations, no, alleged officers found two bears, two beers in Huger's, what's this, Mercedes, which was off the road. in a grass area with its airbags deployed. Officers additionally observed the driver of the vehicle, the defendant, unsteady on her feet, swaying, stumbling, and slurring her speech. The documents allege, furthermore, the see um, Intel caller spoke to officers on the scene and indicated that prior to police arrival, the defendant appeared confused and the caller smelled alcohol when interacting with the defendant. Prosecutors say Huger was temporarily detained for less than 10 minutes before being placed under arrest. And then it goes on to say, thank you all for your prayers and well wishes during this very frustrating experience, she said. I'm still in shock from last night's incident, but grateful to still be alive today. With the passing of my beloved mother, grief comes and goes in waves, and with Mother's Day approaching, it has felt like uh more like a tsunami. There we go. Hugers, whose both parents died in 2017, added, last night I met a girlfriend for dinner. We talked and brought up some very emotional, sensitive topics. I was crying on my way home and saw a car heading right for me. I swerved to avoid the head-on collision, hit the driver, and then a tree. I'm hurt, bruised up a bit, but so grateful I'm alive. I did receive citations, one of which was unrelated to the incident, which is understandable, but what was the most surprising is that the car that almost hit me just drove away. She encourages others to understand your emotional state before getting behind the wheel. Um, be before concluding by crediting her mother, whom she called her guardian angel, and her seatbelt for saving her. So that was a lot. And y'all, we still got more to cover. Um, but yeah, I just got finished reading that. I will try to find more on Karen when it gets down to her case, but I don't think that we're going to really see or hear anything until later on. So yeah, as I was saying, Ashley did her little party thing, and then it got down to Wendy's party, which is a white party, and she has it on Ashley's birthday, and Ashley's like, "Well, I'll just have my birthday party on Sunday, other than on my actual birthday, because we just got finished doing a birthday for Wendy, for her turning 40." Wendy and Eddie did a whole walkthrough with this with seating for family and stuff like that. Karen isn't taking no shit from nobody when she shows up. She's like, I already know that these women been talking behind my back. Um, and everyone's just being shady. And Karen says that she's free. Karen, you're free for now. We're just gonna say that you're free for now. And y'all know the whole thing with Mia and Wendy's mom. They had to have a whole forgiven moment because they were going after each other on Twitter. And Wendy's mom was like, "I'm a godly person. I pray. I'm not an animal. No, nothing like that." And like Wendy said, "You don't play with my mom like that." And Mia was like, can we just blame Gordon for that? And I'm like, really? Mia, just take responsibility. She's like, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. And I'm sorry for saying that. Um, I actually want to passing up a couple people. It's like, today's my birthday, and they're like, oh, happy birthday. Actually, you could have just, kept your mouth shut. Yes, it's your birthday, but you and Mia aren't doing like a joint birthday party. Get it? Um, Mia came in on the whole, on basically like a jet, but it looked like a car, and it was fun. And I'm like, ooh. And Mia basically asked, no, no, it was Ashley who asked, Stacy, have you ever heard of a drag king? I'm like, what? Because this is my first time I've ever hearing of like a drag king. And she's like, no, I've heard of a drag queen before. And um, as Stacy sits down, she asks Ray, like, hey, have you heard of a drag king? He's like, no, I never heard of anything like that before. And TJ, you and your teacher tantrum. Stacy already has one child. She don't need another one. TJ started throwing a temper tantrum about Stacy not looking for him. And Stacy said, and TJ said, take your hand off me. Look here, y'all. Tell y'all, one of these days, I want me one of them, okay? A jet car out there on the water. I want one, okay? But I want to hop back on this. TJ, stop acting like a baby. Quit throwing a little tantrum tandem. Get your hand off me. You weren't looking for me. And she's like, yeah, I was. I was over there. You weren't really looking for me. So what are you trying to say? She was looking at Ray? Trying to check out Ray? Is that what you accusing her of doing? You nasty. You nasty, TJ. TJ, grow up. Y'all, we all know that TJ got kids. TJ can't. TJ, I'm gonna tell you. I'm about to call you up. You can't sit up there and be like, "Oh yeah, I'm just we're just celibate." Okay, but TJ, you got children. She got kids. Y'all all got kids. Make it make sense. Got me one. Then the girls go off over to the side, and Giselle talks to me about Gordon and Ink, and Giselle said Mia lies a little too much. And because Mia says that at the end, y'all, this is what I want to see for next season. Mia says the fathers of my children can get along. You put an S, you made it plural. And y'all, for ones who don't know this, Mia does have an older son, but it's not Gordon's. She does have an elder son. It does not belong to Gordon. It's somebody else's. Let me go find his name. Okay, so his name is Joshua, but Mia had him from a previous relationship. So I'm over here trying to make sure I'm spelling it right. All right, so she does actually. Mia has three kids. Okay, and with that being said, another liar probably won't say who's the baby daddy of that one. I don't know. I don't know. But the girls are basically calling her out, talking about, last week you were just crying to us about, Ink leaving you, and now Ink, you and Gordon, the kids are jumping in the pool. And she's like, y'all were supposed to be on a break. And she's like, well, depending like on how you call like a break could be like for a week or just a couple of days when he flew back on in. Now everybody thinking that Mia lying. What do y'all think? Do y'all think that Mia be lying too much or nah? Like, let me know what y'all think. Like, um, as far as I'm concerned, Mia, you got two baby daddies. You got the one from you got your oldest son, and you got the two other. You got two baby daddies. So baby daddy number one and number two can be just fine. Then let it be. But don't turn around and be like, yeah, my baby daddies. Um, but yeah, that's it to cover. That is it to cover for tonight. I'm honestly, I'm gonna sit back tonight and tomorrow. I'm just gonna relax. Um, you said yes, yes, too darn much. I call BS on everything Mia says out of her mouth. I agree. Mia, you be lying too much. Because Ink and Mia are back to following each other on Instagram. I follow them both on the Q and DJs channel Instagram page. Yes, I do. And they back to following each other. Hmm. Y'all know that I would normally go a little longer. Who? Mia and Ink. Mia and Ink are back to following each other on Instagram. Hmm. They're back to following each other on Instagram. I really don't think that Ink can really get a break from Mia. And I don't think that Mia really can get a break from Ink. My thing about this is let the relationship grow, hurry up, get this divorce. Mia, hand Gordon to his family. Just say, look here, he's not my responsibility anymore. I was with him for X, Y, Z length of time. Y'all can have him, take care of him. He is your family. Y'all, can y'all do me a favor? Go right ahead and like, subscribe, and share this video with your family. I will be back next Tuesday, same time, same place. You know what it is. You know how we do. Um, and catch me on Mondays, same time, same place. You know what's that? Turn that notification bell on to y'all. So I'm gonna call it a night. I need to rest. Depending on how I feel tomorrow will determine the factor of me even watching Beverly Hills. Because the way I want to do Beverly Hills is that if I watch it, then I want to go right ahead and record on it. Um, but at least Thanksgiving, y'all, I'm not cooking. I'm out there at my uncle's. Me, DJ, and Dakota, we're heading out there to go spend time with family. But I will be doing a Thanksgiving dinner here Saturday. So tune in. I'll be live. You can watch me and DJ do our thing. Um, y'all, I'm not making macaroni and cheese from scratch. I'll do that right there for Christmas. I will do that right there for Christmas. Right now, my back's killing me, and I just need to rest. So I love y'all. Good night. Live up your life and have a great night. Yes. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Peace. We're out.